ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Kaged Review. My name is Kevin Jackwitz, and this is a review for Cobra Kai Season 1, Episode 2. So, we pick up kind of like the opposite end of the spectrum from where we picked up on Episode 1. Episode 1, we dealt with Johnny Lawrence, how his life is falling apart, nothing's going right. Well, now we're waking up with Daniel LaRussa's character, and everything is, wonderful. He's got this great job, he's happy, he's got a beautiful family, and it's kind of an interesting dynamic. You go straight from that to Johnny Lawrence. He's in his dojo now, he's got his first student, and, he's starting the process of hopefully reinventing himself. He's been down and out, clearly, and so you've got that. Now, things start to get a little twisted in the storyline. In Episode 1, you had 4 kids bullying Johnny Lawrence, his first student. Well, one of those kids, it turns out, Daniel LaRusso's daughter really has a crush on. He invites that kid over to dinner. And this kid tells the story of how this guy who knew karate, outside the strip mall, tore him up pretty good. And so Daniel automatically knows that it's Johnny Lawrence. And he saw earlier in this episode in the strip mall the Cobra Kai logo. And he had this little flashback of how he was bullied and things like that. And so he automatically has this bad vibe about it. And the short version is that he winds up going to the dojo and confronting Johnny Lawrence. And that's when things kind of really leave off. And it's interesting because it has a nice build there. It leaves you wanting to see what happens between these two. So you're also seeing that LaRussa has kind of issues with dealing with his own childhood and the things he experienced, and how he's fighting to not project that onto his kids, because he does a couple of times, especially when his daughter has a bunch of people over for a pool party, and he comes home and he's telling everybody to get out, and he's like, he wants her to be with the good people, and his wife is saying, yeah, you might want that, but you don't want her to be an outcast either. So they're trying to get him to not project his own childhood onto his kids. So I thought that was actually very cool, and it was very well done, to be very honest. I gotta say that so far I really like the emotion that this series has. They evoke all the right emotions, they do all the right things so far, and I really appreciate that. So this was kind of mainly a story building episode here. There wasn't a lot to it as far as action or anything, but it was developing the characters, LaRusso and his relationship with his family, Lawrence and him trying to reinvent himself, and maybe you can see him having compassion for this other kid that's getting picked on. And so there's a couple of really cool dynamics here. So I really enjoyed it. I can't wait for the next episode. I'm going to check it out probably tonight or tomorrow, and I'll give you that review then. So it was very cool. I really am excited about this series. I used to love watching Karate Kid, so I'm very happy that William Zabka and Ralph Macchio decided to do this. I think it's very cool. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackwitz. Kaged Nation, out.